If you're in your 20s and feel behind in life, overwhelmed by choices, and quietly panicking while pretending to have it together, you are not alone. This isn't a flaw in your journey. It is the journey. We've been fed a polished narrative. Graduate by 22, career by 23, relationship by 25, house by 28. But real life doesn't follow that script, and it never did. The anxiety you feel isn't proof that you're failing. It's a signal that you're comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. The truth is, your 20s are not about having it all figured out. They're about figuring it out piece by messy, imperfect piece. This decade is a laboratory of identity, not a final exam. You're not meant to pick one version of yourself and stick with it. You're meant to try, to stumble, to explore many possible versions of who you might become. Each failure, each pivot is not wasted time, it's data. Self-discovery isn't a one-time lightning bolt. It's a process of gathering information, testing hypotheses, and adjusting course. One of the most toxic lies of this age is the idea that changing your mind is failure. In reality, it's growth. Whether it's switching careers, leaving a draining relationship, or moving to a new city, each decision refines your understanding of who you are and what matters to you. The people who end up the most fulfilled later in life aren't the ones who followed a straight path. They're the ones who had the courage to walk the winding one. Speaking of courage, your 20s demand it. Real transformation doesn't come from comfort. It comes from discomfort. The job you hate might teach you what you truly need in your work. The awkward solo trip might awaken parts of you didn't know existed. Fear doesn't mean stop. It often means this is worth doing. Waiting to feel confident before you act is a trap. Confidence comes from doing, not the other way around. Another hard truth? Not every relationship deserves to stay. In your teens, proximity created connection. But your 20s are where intentionality begins. Invest in people who energize, support, and challenge you to grow. Let go of those who drain you, keep you small, or make you feel like changing is betrayal. Quality always beats quantity, especially in friendships. Protect your energy like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. And let's talk money, the topic many avoid. You don't need to be rich right now, but you do need a mindset that values financial literacy. Every dollar you save, every habit you build, has compound power over time. Your 20s may feel too early to care about retirement or investing, but they're actually the most powerful years. Small decisions now can create massive freedom later. Think of money not as status, but as options. The ability to choose a life that feels aligned, not one you're trapped in just to pay bills. Health is no different. In your 20s, your body feels invincible. But the habits you form now or ignore become the baseline you return to for decades. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for consistency. Move your body. Feed it well. Sleep enough. Learn to manage stress. The best return on investment isn't in stocks. It's in your own vitality. Most importantly, build your independence not just financially, but emotionally, mentally, and practically. Learn to trust your own judgment. Solve problems on your own. The more capable you feel in daily life, the more confident you'll become in navigating the big stuff. Independence isn't isolation. It's the foundation for healthy interdependence relationships built from strength, not need. And remember, the most powerful force in your 20s isn't luck, genius, or hustle. It's the compound effect of tiny habits. 20 pages a day becomes 25 books a year. $5 saved daily becomes thousands. 15 minutes of exercise becomes 180 hours annually. Your future is built not from dramatic shifts, but from unglamorous consistency. It's not about being perfect. It's about showing up even when no one's watching. So, if you feel lost, know this: you're not behind, you're building. And the choices you make now, the messy, imperfect, courageous ones, are the raw material of a deeply meaningful life. Your 20s aren't a race to win, they're a foundation to build. Play the long game. Your future self will thank you. Try not to become a man of success. Rather, become a man of value.